So, with me finally seeing Black Panther, I can do a complete personal ranking of the MCU with Endgame coming out. Might as well for the ending of this storyline or whatever you're gonna say. And yes, I am still sick. If I waited for myself to get over being sick, I'm pretty sure Endgame would already be out in theater, out on DVD. 21. Iron Man 3. If you leave Iron Man 3 alone, like you watch it in solidarity, it's a decent enough movie. It's like a C. But if you watch it in the same state of mind as the other MCU put together, it's a D and it's garbage. Iron Man doesn't actually get into his suit barely at all, and because he's fighting his PTSD. But at the end of the movie, the entire purpose with him just having the surgery done, what was the purpose of Iron Man 2? What's the purpose of him making that new element on the periodic table to could cure the poison he was going through, when he could have just had the surgery done in the first Iron Man film? What was the point of him becoming Iron Man? That's why 3 is at the bottom. Also, the villain plot thing was stupid. I don't like Trevor. Number 20. Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron I've actually only seen once. I saw it in theaters and never really wanted to see it again. How Josh Whedon neutered the Hulk I didn't like, and how he, having him be the Beast, Black Widow's beauty, and him just flying off into nothingness. How he handcuffed Hawkeye because now he has a family, so he obviously can't go out and do all the superhero stuff like you see in Civil War at the end. And in the beginning of the Infinity War, he's on house arrest at his house, so he can't go out and be a hero anymore. Why? Because he cares about his family. The other ones can go off and do whatever they want. I will say, though, the trailer is still the best thing about the Age of Ultron. The sad little I got no strings. 19. Spider-Man Homecoming. I honestly fell asleep during this movie. I fell asleep when he was inside a warehouse, and I woke up, he was on a plane. Boring, stupid teenage movie. I had no interest in it. 18. Civil War. Should have been Avengers Civil War, not Captain America Civil War, because it is Avengers 2.5. Because of it not being the actual solo film like it's supposed to be. That's why it's so low. And I honestly just don't like it. I never really feel the need to watch it. There's no sizzle reel moment. It's like everybody always talks about how great the airport scene is. And I don't care about that. 17. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I did not like this movie. I saw it in theaters. Huge letdown. I was looking forward to it. This is the last Avengers movie I was actually really hyped to go see. And then I went and saw it, and I thought it was stupid. I didn't laugh at the humor. I didn't care for the villain, Ego. And I will never watch this movie again. The trailer is good enough for me if I feel the need to try to watch it. 16. Captain Marvel, a movie I actually walked out of. I stopped watching it at the end. I didn't really walk out because it's on my phone, obviously. But I stopped watching it at the end because I already know what was going to happen. It's going to be, her defeat the bad guys. I didn't need to see that anymore. I didn't need to waste my time. And the Marvel films, you don't watch them for the end. You watch them for the journey. And for the gags and stuff that they can do. And I'll admit, for the first part, if they kept the tone of the opener before she comes to Earth, the movie probably would have been higher up. It probably would have been like top 5. But, no, it just got dumb. 15. Iron Man 2. This is actually the lowest of the low of the Marvel films I will actually watch. It has a bit of the nostalgia factor working against it. People are always bitching about it. I kind of see it as the same quality as the other ones. And as I said, nostalgia factor, it was still in phase one when I was still in school and I was looking forward to these movies and I was really getting excited for Avengers. And I don't think Whiplash is that bad. 14. Thor: The Dark World. I actually was a little upset when I didn't get to see this movie in theaters because that's the one that I was still looking forward to the Avenger movies, and I'd get upset if I couldn't go because no, I did not have a car or access to a way to get to the theaters, so I had to have the kindness of strangers or of friends and family, and people didn't really care about it, so they didn't want to go. Or they were busy, and by the time they were busy, movie was out of theaters. And I went around looking through different Targets because I wanted to get the special edition. Couldn't get it because of scalpers. And this movie does have a sizzle reel moment. I actually really enjoy Loki's death. If they had let him stay dead, it would have been a perfect end to his character arc. He finally admits that he doesn't give a about anything, but he still cares about his brother a little. 13. Infinity War. Overhyped garbage. Generic action film. Generic bad guy. Just wants to kill people for the hell of it. No real purpose in it because Endgame will come along and reverse everything. Because before this dumb movie even came out, they already said it. They were making Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Black Panther 2, Doctor Strange 2. Far From Home was already being made and in production. With Tom Holland on the set and Nick Fury on the set. So, there was no stakes in this film. And when everybody, quote, died, I laughed my ass off. So I can't really watch this movie taking it seriously. I've tried watching it. I've thought about watching it. I just can't bring myself to it because, how pointless it is. And I figure I'll watch something else. But I did figure out a way to watch it, just to find a place because I no longer find myself in a nice car at work. I'm now sitting in a booth. So I was going to do a riff track while I watched it. So I'll find some time eventually to do it. 12. Thor: The Original. Everybody said how garbage this film was. This was back when I still was really excited for all these Avenger films. This is actually one of the ones I had to watch in pieces because of how people were uploading things back then. And another one where I couldn't get to see it in theaters because no one wanted to go with me. And I couldn't go because I couldn't get there. I can watch it. And I don't see what people are complaining about it. It's the same quality as other Avenger movies to me. Number 11. Black Panther. Generic action film. Funny characters. Well-acted villain. You can see my review for it on the channel. Number 10. Thor Ragnarok, a movie that first movie to start the trend of only seeing Marvel movies on cam versions for the first time. Don't go to theaters, and that's probably why I actually like them a little better because I'm not paying to see these movies, and that pissed me off. I can't believe I wasted $15 on that. I can't believe I wasted $20 on that. And if I don't like it, I can press pause and come back to it later if I feel like it. Or if it's like Captain Marvel, don't have to watch the end. Funny enough, I've actually seen it twice now. Once on the cam version and once when I bought the Blu-ray because it actually made me want to buy it. Number 9, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Best of the 3 Avengers films that came out last year. Entertaining. I liked it enough. I got it on Black Friday. Number 8, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a trippy movie. I only saw it once when I bought it because I was under the impression I had all the Avengers films on Steelbook, so I was buying it, and I had forgotten, honestly, that I didn't have a majority of them. And it was a blind buy. It was I've watched it once, never watched it again. Never really thought about watching it either. But I can remember when I did watch it, liking it enough. Number 7, Captain America, the original one. Or in other countries, Captain America, the First Avenger. For a little while, this is actually my favorite superhero movie. Like, if you could find my original YouTube channel, you'd see where I did, like, my top 10 comic book movies. This was number 1. It hadn't even been released on DVD yet. I was using comic book as a stand-in for it. I really enjoyed this film, and I've been meaning to watch it since. I just never feel the time of it because, it has a stain of being a Marvel film now, and I don't really feel like watching them. Number 6, Ant-Man. The original Ant-Man, an enjoyable heist film. Funny characters. Well done. Computer animation. And rest in peace, Anthony. Number 5, we're in the home stretch now. The Avengers, the original one. Even though nothing happens in the first act and you're just kind of waiting for them to come together, still a decent enough film that did live up to its hype, because the hype was there, but it wasn't as huge. Number 4, Iron Man, the movie that started it all. Still an enjoyable, watchable film. When it's on TV, I can watch it. Haven't put it in years. Like, I used to watch this film all the time. Like, I'd watch it at least once every 3 or 4 months or so. Still one of the better of the MCU has to offer, in my opinion. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now, from a critical standpoint, this movie is actually number 1. But on a personal list, as I said, this is Winter Soldier is number 3. It is a nearly perfect film. And I know the losers over at Screen Junkies like to pat their back because, they did it so it would get a proper, honest trailer. That's not what made it a perfect film. The honest trailers are another thing that are overhyped, and it's the only thing that channel does anymore, really. That channel was huge, and then their leader got caught being a sex offender, and that's what you saw what happened to that channel. It's just the honest trailer channel now. Those guys just have seen too many movies, and so they hate everyone. You gotta take your mindset out of it. Like I said, I have 2 minds, my personal one and my critical one. Like, personally, Iron Man 3 is like a C. Critically, it's a D. Personally, Captain America: Winter Soldier is a great film, but it's not the best the MCU has to offer of how it makes me feel when I watch it. But critically, it is the best of them all. For everything: directing, scoring, writing, acting, CGing, everything. So you gotta look at that and state of mind when you're doing things. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, the original one. Still a fun movie with the opening scene being the scissor reel moment that actually makes me want to watch the film. Or I will sometimes find myself YouTubing just that scene. Number 1, The Incredible Hulk, a movie that the MCU fanboys were begging to have, but yet they bash it like crazy and say how crap it is. Before Spider-Boy, they wanted a Marvel film where the villain had no connection to the hero. Blonsky has no connection to Bruce. They wanted one where the love interest actually did something and wasn't just there. Betty was the doctor who helped Bruce with the thing and cured him and tried to cure him. And was the one that kept him from killing Blonsky and all other stuff in the film. They wanted a non-origin story film. This movie's origin story part is just the opening credits. They put the origin story to the opening credit part. They wanted one where the bad guy actually survives the movie. Blonsky is in prison. He survives the movie. But yet, they bitch about the film. Did everything they wanted. It's like those morons online, the Disney fan groups that are always complaining how they want this movie, and, well, you have this one. That meme of Will Smith just pointing at something. That's what The Incredible Hulk is. Never understood hatred for this film. I love this one. I've constantly gone back and watched it. I own it on multiple different formats and different collections of it because that's how much I love it. It was a complete shame what they did to Hulk. You know, turning him into a laughingstock monkey instead of a rage monster. So that was my list. From worst to first. Comment down below and have a good one.